Greetings, history enthusiasts. Today we journey back to the chaotic Sengoku period, where powerful feudal lords known as Daimyo clashed for supremacy. The Onin War left Kyoto in ruins, and the shogun's authority broken. Ambitious daimyo seized the opportunity to expand their domains, leading to the Sengoku period. Amidst the chaos, three leaders, Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu, emerged to shape Japan's destiny. Join us as we explore their lives and legacies. In Owari, young Oda Nobunaga rose to challenge feudal Japan. Known for his eccentricity and military prowess, he embraced new technologies like the arquebus. Nobunaga consolidated power, ruthlessly suppressing dissent and forging a loyal following. He saw firearms as a decisive advantage over his enemies. Nobunaga's use of firearms and innovative tactics revolutionized Japanese warfare. In 1568, he captured Kyoto, deposing the last Ashikaga shogun. Nobunaga became the de facto ruler of central Japan, beginning the task of restoring order. His reputation as a brilliant strategist spread fear among his enemies. Nobunaga's ambition continued, but in 1582, betrayal struck. General Akechi Mitsuhide attacked Nobunaga at Honnoji Temple, leading to his death. Nobunaga's dream of a unified Japan seemed to die with him. After Nobunaga's death, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, a man of humble origins, rose to power. He swiftly avenged Nobunaga, defeating Akechi Mitsuhide at the Battle of Yamazaki. Hideyoshi consolidated his hold on the Oda clan, skillfully maneuvering rivals. He faced strong opposition, but emerged as the dominant power in central Japan. The Battle of Shizugataki in 1583 cemented Hideyoshi's position. He embarked on campaigns to unify Japan, using diplomacy and lenient terms for defeated enemies. Hideyoshi implemented the sword hunt, disarming the peasantry to prevent revolts. His pragmatic approach fostered unity among the war-weary daimyo. By 1590, Hideyoshi had unified Japan, but sought foreign conquest. In 1592, he launched an invasion of Korea, initially successful but met with fierce resistance. The Ming dynasty aided Korea, leading to a partial Japanese withdrawal. Hideyoshi's second invasion in 1597 ended in disaster, and he died in 1598. Hideyoshi's death left a leadership void, with his young son Hideyori too young to rule. A council of 5 elders, including Tokugawa Ieyasu, governed Japan. This council inadvertently sowed seeds of discord. The Council of 5 Elders soon divided by ambition. Tokugawa Ieyasu began to assert dominance, creating tension with Ishida Mitsunari. Mitsunari suspected Ieyasu of seeking to usurp the Toyotomi legacy. Japan teetered on the brink of a new conflict, setting the stage for a decisive showdown. The simmering tensions between Tokugawa Ieyasu and Ishida Mitsunari erupted into open warfare in 1600. Ieyasu's provocative actions were seen by Mitsunari as a direct challenge to the Toyotomi clan. Mitsunari accused Ieyasu of treason and declared war. The armies converged on Sekigahara, a strategic valley in central Japan. The Battle of Sekigahara, fought on a misty October morning, was decisive. Over 160,000 samurai clashed on the muddy battlefield. The fate of Japan hung in the balance. The battle raged for hours, a brutal struggle for supremacy. A strategic error by Mitsunari's ally tipped the scales in Ieyasu's favor. Ieyasu launched a furious counterattack, his forces surging forward. Mitsunari's army began to crumble. By nightfall, the Toyotomi forces were routed. The Battle of Sekigahara marked a turning point in Japanese history. Ieyasu's victory secured his position as the ruler of Japan, ushering in the Tokugawa shogunate. The Sengoku Jidai, a period of relentless warfare and political upheaval, left an indelible mark on Japanese culture, shaping its values and worldview for centuries to come. At the heart of this cultural transformation lay the samurai, the warrior class whose code of conduct and martial prowess became synonymous with the spirit of Japan itself. The samurai code of conduct, known as Bushido, or the way of the warrior, emphasized loyalty, honor, courage, and self-sacrifice. These virtues, instilled through rigorous training and reinforced on the battlefield, served as guiding principles for samurai, both on and off the field of battle. Loyalty to one's lord was paramount in the Bushido code. Samurai were expected to serve their masters with unwavering devotion, even unto death. This loyalty extended beyond mere obedience. It encompassed a deep sense of personal obligation and a willingness to sacrifice one's own interests for the sake of their lord and clan. Honor was another cornerstone of the samurai code. A samurai's reputation for integrity, honesty, and courage was paramount. Any perceived slight against one's honor, whether real or imagined, had to be addressed swiftly and decisively, often through a duel to the death. In the crucible of the Sengoku Jidai, where death was a constant companion, the samurai developed a complex relationship with mortality. For those who faced defeat, dishonor, or the loss of their lord, there was another path, seppuku, or ritual suicide. Seppuku allowed samurai to die with honor, preserving their reputation and sparing their families from shame. The ritual involved disemboweling with a short sword, followed by decapitation by a trusted attendant. It was a means of taking responsibility, atoning for failures, and preserving honor even in death. The Sengoku Jidai, an era of bloodshed, saw a resurgence of religious fervor as people sought solace and protection. Amidst the turmoil, the worship of war gods gained prominence. Hachiman, the god of war, emerged as a central figure of veneration. Samurai clans offered prayers to Hachiman, seeking victory. They participated in rituals, seeking divine protection and guidance. Worship reinforced their belief in righteousness and fueled their determination. As the fires of the Sengoku Jidai raged, a new martial art began to emerge from the crucible of war, one that would transcend its violent origins to become a profound expression of Japanese culture and philosophy: Kendo. Kendo, meaning the way of the sword, traces its roots to the swordsmanship techniques practiced by the samurai on the battlefields of feudal Japan. While these techniques were initially designed for practical combat, over time they evolved into a more formalized and refined art form, emphasizing discipline, respect, and self-improvement. During the Sengoku Jidai, as the demand for skilled swordsmen soared, various schools of swordsmanship, or kenjutsu, flourished throughout Japan. These schools developed unique styles and techniques, each emphasizing different aspects of sword combat. However, they all shared a common goal: to train warriors who were not only proficient in the technical aspects of swordsmanship, but also imbued with the samurai spirit of courage, discipline, and unwavering resolve. The rise of Kendo as a distinct martial art was closely linked to the evolution of Japanese society during the Tokugawa period. With the end of large-scale warfare, the samurai class transitioned from warriors to administrators, their swords becoming symbols of their status and authority, rather than instruments of war. In this new era of peace, Kendo emerged as a means for samurai to maintain their martial traditions, cultivate their physical and mental discipline, and pass on the values of Bushido to future generations. The practice of Kendo emphasized not just physical prowess, but also mental fortitude and spiritual development. Kendo practitioners were expected to approach training with the same seriousness and dedication they would bring to the battlefield. Every aspect of Kendo, from the precise movements and techniques to the etiquette observed within the dojo, was designed to foster self-discipline, respect for one's opponent, and a constant striving for self-improvement. The use of bamboo swords, or shinai, in Kendo training allowed practitioners to engage in full-contact sparring with minimal risk of serious injury. The shinai, while not as deadly as a real sword, could still inflict pain and bruises, teaching students the importance of control, precision, and respect for their opponent's well-being. Beyond its physical and mental benefits, Kendo also served as a means of preserving and transmitting Japanese cultural heritage. The rituals, etiquette, and philosophy embedded within Kendo practice provided a tangible link to the samurai traditions of the past, ensuring that the values of Bushido continued to resonate in Japanese society, even as the country underwent rapid modernization. Kendo, with its emphasis on discipline, respect, and self-mastery, resonated deeply with the Japanese people, transcending its origins as a martial art to become an integral part of the national identity. Throughout the Tokugawa period and into the modern era, Kendo continued to evolve, with new schools and styles emerging, each adding to the richness and diversity of the art. However, the core principles of Kendo, those that had been forged in the fires of the Sengoku Jidai and refined in the peaceful years that followed, remained unchanged. As we stand on the precipice of a new age, the echoes of the Sengoku Jidai still resonate through the corridors of Japanese history. The three Unifiers, Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu, stand as towering figures, their actions having irrevocably shaped the destiny of a nation. Nobunaga, the visionary disruptor, shattered the old order, paving the way for a new Japan with his embrace of innovation and his unwavering ambition. His untimely demise, a stark reminder of the ever-present threat of betrayal, only served to fuel the ambitions of his successor. Hideyoshi, the sandal-bearer who rose to become the architect of a unified Japan, demonstrated the power of cunning, diplomacy, and a touch of ruthlessness. He understood that true unity extended beyond the battlefield, requiring a deft hand in matters of governance and a keen understanding of the human heart. His dream of foreign conquest may have ended in ashes, but his legacy as the unifier endured. And then came Ieyasu, the patient strategist, the master of timing and opportunity. At Sekigahara, he seized destiny in his grasp, ushering in an era of peace and stability that would last for over 2.5 centuries. The Tokugawa shogunate, built upon the foundations laid by his predecessors, transformed Japan, fostering a flourishing of art, culture, and intellectual thought. The Sengoku Jidai, for all its bloodshed and chaos, proved to be a crucible from which a new Japan emerged. The samurai, once instruments of war, found new purpose in a time of peace. Their values of honor, loyalty, and discipline, enshrined in the Bushido Code, permeated Japanese society, shaping its moral compass and influencing its artistic expressions. The warrior spirit, tempered by the fires of conflict, found new outlets in the disciplined practice of Kendo, in the refined beauty of the tea ceremony, and in the pursuit of artistic excellence. The Sengoku Jidai may have ended, but its legacy lived on in the hearts and minds of the Japanese people. It is impossible to fully comprehend modern Japan without first grappling with the profound impact of the Sengoku Jidai. The seeds of Japan's remarkable transformation from a feudal society to a global economic and technological powerhouse were sown during this tumultuous period. The innovations in warfare, from the adoption of firearms to the development of sophisticated logistical networks, laid the groundwork for Japan's later emergence as a military power. The unification achieved through the blood and sweat of countless samurai paved the way for a centralized government capable of fostering economic growth and social stability. And perhaps most importantly, the spirit of resilience, adaptability, and a relentless pursuit of excellence, forged in the crucible of the Sengoku Jidai, continues to animate the Japanese spirit today. The lessons learned during that turbulent era of the need for unity, the importance of innovation, and the enduring power of human determination continue to resonate in contemporary Japan. As Japan navigates the complexities of the 21st century, it does so with the legacy of the Sengoku Jidai etched upon its soul.